Now, Twitter has been putting a lot of energy into these video content partnerships, particularly here in APAC. So what's the opportunity, and talk me through some of the initiatives that you've announced today?
Yeah, I think we're seeing a lot of strength in the business. We've had double-digit audience growth in the region, coupled with an enormous amount of video consumption. In fact, we're projecting by about 2020 we'll be at about 1 billion views here in APAC alone. And that strength has actually led to a lot of inbound inquiries and outbound inquiries where we've had partners want to come and work with us about to extend their reach and their business models onto our platform by streaming content among our engaged and influential audience.
So who are these new partners, and what type of content are we talking about?
Well, across the categories of news, sports, and entertainment, we have everything from production companies in India to sports leagues and digital rights holders and publishers, some from names like BuzzFeed. We're expanding our Bloomberg relationships as well. We're pretty proud. I mean, when you think about last year, we announced 30, and this year we have moved to 50. We can actually see that we're making a lot of progress and success.
So, you know, one issue I have, though, is that when I first started using Twitter, it was primarily a platform for words. And I guess one of the key problems, or one of the headwinds that you might face, is that as a user, I can already get plenty of video content on YouTube and Facebook. So why would I want to come to Twitter to watch video content when I have so much other video content available?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. I believe that we have a unique value proposition in the space, mostly because when something happens in the world, it happens first on Twitter. In the moment, the audience reacts on Twitter, and we are working directly with our content partners to be able to insert that video into the conversation that erupts on the platform. So when a goal gets scored on the World Cup, when something happens in politics, when something fabulous happens on a reality show, the audience goes to Twitter, and now we're working directly with content partners to stream that directly into that conversation.
And one thing we also know is that these content partnerships can be quite expensive. So talk me through the revenue model here and the monetization strategy as well. How is Twitter going to generate an income from this?
Yeah, I think we're working directly with the partners to be an extension of their existing business models. We're not out in the marketplace trying to compete on licensed content competitive to our linear broadcasters. And instead, we've actually approached this from a true partnership perspective where we are friend, not foe, allowing them to be able to extend their reach onto a third-party platform that maybe they don't run and an audience that they can't usually get to. Generally younger, generally receptive, and generally much more influential. And when you tie that conversation to the video content that's coming from some of our partners, that's when the magic happens.
So this is an advertising revenue share agreement. How is it profitable? How is it generating an income?
Yeah, we work with each of our partners to structure the deal where they'll produce the content, and then we put advertising around it, and then we work out a rev share.
Okay, so as a user, would I ever be charged for the content, or will I still continue to watch it for free?
No, our mission as a company is to inform the world and serve the public conversation. And so from the user perspective, this should just feel like a more robust conversation set, an opportunity to engage with content and tell stories in new, different ways.
So have you set a target on how many users you would like this to grow? Because obviously one thing that your investors really want to see is continued user growth on the platform, and that's really a challenge that a lot of social media companies are facing today. So how will these video content partnerships help you to build out the user base and build on your engagement rate?
Yeah, I mean, it's already proving itself. We're seeing double-digit audience growth in the APAC region and actually at the company writ large. These partnerships help make a more robust content and conversation landscape for our users. So if we keep doing our job right and bringing more content to the platform, content that people are already reacting to and that organic conversations are being wrapped around, we believe that this will continue to accelerate our growth.